Well, we're back here at the Prophet 10 rev4, and I wanted to showcase a feature that I was actually not aware of. It is a new feature to the rev4. This was not on the earlier revisions of the Prophet, and I wasn't aware of it until someone asked me if it existed, and I thought, does it? And I read the manual, and they made brief mention of it, and then I tried it out, and it actually works. So we have our glide rate knob right here, and when we're in unison mode, this does just what you'd expect. It gives us a portamento. But when we go into regular polyphonic mode, we have polyphonic portamento. Polyphonic glide, just like in the Oberheim OB8. Now, isn't that cool? So since this is a Prophet 10, it has 10 notes of polyphony. The way that the voice architecture works in the Prophet is that if you play a note, say this C, and you play the same C again, it doesn't cycle through the different voice cards or the different voice channels. It keeps whatever voice it's using for that note, it keeps that the same. So this is always the same voice card. I don't think there's actually cards in here anymore like there used to be, but you know what I mean, the same voice channel. So that makes the polyphonic glide on the Prophet 10 a little bit strange because we have so much polyphony that we could actually play a chord like that, and if I play the same chord, it's not going to move anywhere. If I play another chord, we get a little bit of movement. If I play yet another chord, we get a lot more movement because it's cycling through the voices, and this is a longer release type of sound. So if it keeps the sound, the previous note sustaining as long as it can without having to steal another one. It only steals if you run out of polyphony. So that means the polyphonic glide is a little unpredictable, which is actually really fun. Obviously it works best with bigger chords so that you're using up more of the polyphony. That's why I'm playing, like these big 6-note chords, 2 notes in the bass and 4 notes up here. What a great sound that is. That's absolutely amazing. Going back to the unison mode for a second. One thing that I do hope they might change in a future upgrade is it doesn't matter how you play the notes, the glide is always there. On every other synthesizer that I have experience with, if you play legato, in other words, you kind of hold over the notes, then you get the glide effect. But if you play staccato, you can see I'm lifting my fingers off the keyboard, then you don't get the glide effect. On the Prophet 10 and the Prophet 5 rev4, you get glide no matter what. I don't know if that's the same as it was on the rev3 and rev1 and 2 because I don't have much experience with those. I don't remember. But to me as a player and as a performer, it gives you a lot more flexibility to be able to control the glide or the portamento by the way you play the notes. So I would like to see maybe a choice in the note priority section of the menu, where you can choose to affect the glide based on how quickly you're changing notes and whether there's space in between the notes, or how you're playing the notes, whether you're playing legato or more staccato. I think that would be very handy. But other than that, what a great feature this Unison glide is. It just sounds so cool. So that's it for this video. I just wanted to show that feature that had escaped me and I didn't mention in the first one. What a fantastic feature. Thank you to the Sequential team for including that.